yesterday I was supposed to record a video, and yeah, completely didn't think about it. I was cleaning up the shop. I don't know if you could remember, I was talking about cleaning up a little bit, but back behind this car, it is a lot cleaner now. The rest of the shop, it's getting worked on. I just kind of do it when I can. I don't want to get burnt out on cleaning and not get anything done on the car, but kind of started the YouTube channel at a weird spot, I guess, for the car, because I don't really have a lot to do on it that I can do. I'm still waiting on the carrier. I haven't got anything back about that, but again, it's just waiting. So yeah, and on the car, it's kind of just waiting for the Jeep to be moved out. My friend Kevin's going to take it next month back to his house to finish up the LS swap on it. Then I can take the body off this and have a place to actually put it until I can build a dolly. That's kind of my next thing. I'm going to design like it's something difficult. I'm just going to use 4 like wheel movers and weld pipes on them and make a little dolly so I can move the body around, but that way I have the frame bare. And then I can start doing all my brake lines. I have all that stuff. It's over there, the rest of the brake lines, and get all those brand new, get fuel lines new, put a gas tank in it, and do some other framework. I kind of show you a little bit more exactly what I need to do on it. It'll be kind of another boring video to rant about, but I promise, like I said, I started this at a weird time. I probably should have started it months ago when I was doing all the suspension stuff. That would have been cool to see, but yeah, started it at a weird time. But I can show you kind of what I'm going to be doing on it here today. It's just a little bit of few things, and I might start stripping the paint actually off of it, so that'll be fun. I have one of those Eastwood tools I'll show you. They're pretty cool, but yeah, stay tuned. All right, that's the Eastwood tool I was showing you. It's the Contour SCT. It's just a horizontal barrel sander, but yeah, it works pretty good at stripping paint, especially with this 40 grit pad on it. I mean, it's a monster. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit. So this, it still has some lead work on it, like in kind of the common spots. There is some filler on the car in a few areas, not too much. There's some filler up here, not much. So on the other side, it's a little bit more, but that's kind of what I'm going to be working on today. I'm not going to touch this lead because I don't know if it's lead or not lead. That for back in the day when this was if people don't know, back in the day when this was a new car, when you got into fender benders, they use lead. So this is lead work. They would drop lead into it and melt it and form it. And that was your filler piece, your filler metal, instead of using fiberglass, Bondo like we do now. Other than that, I mean, I can kind of show you like these. I sanded them off to, I was gonna plug them because I honestly didn't know it went there, but I found a picture. It's a Chevrolet logo, so that's gonna stay. I want to keep that there. This trunk lid is something, or trunk floor, I was gonna go over. Yeah, this wasn't changed. This is original, so it might need a trunk floor. As you can see, I kind of butchered the metal there when I was taking this out, popping the spot welds off, but my chisel was just going square through it. I mean, I wasn't even, pretty accurate with it because I use it quite a bit at my job, and it was just going right through. So the seam sealer is starting to come up, and you can see we have some rust. So I don't know what's left of this floor, but we're gonna roll with it as it is because it still will work fine. So things I need to do on the frame. So these 2 ears here, that's where the original transmission mounts. Those are going to be cut off. I'm going to put a standard, frame to frame rail cross member for the back of a turbo 400 transmission. And the thing about that is, I don't know if you can see, but this car has barely any support from frame rail to frame rail. It's kind of a thing with these Tri-5s. There is this main cross member here, and then the rear cross member. Other than that, there isn't much holding it, so that transmission cross member will help support the frame. And then I'm going to have a drive shaft loop. Don't really need it for the you know, I mean, I guess it's nice to have for safety purposes, but really just getting the drive shaft looped so it can help with support. There is a kit for these cars. It's like a frame support kit, but it's like $700, and that just seems a little excessive for what it is. It's just a few pieces of metal that support the frame. If I was like full on, you know, drag racing this car or whatever, yeah, but I'm not. It's just something here, something for a little bit more support, so it doesn't want to, you know, shimmy. What else? The floor, I will need to patch those up. I'm going automatic. This had a 4-speed in it, so I need to patch those holes up. But I mean, other than that, I mean, that's the new column. Not staying with that wheel. It's ugly, but it's just kind of a mover wheel I have around here to move these cars. But yeah, I will start stripping this car, and I'll get back with you on the progress. I haven't really tried that Contour SCT out on like a major strip job, like where I'm full on stripping everything down. But I've seen some videos. I've tested it in a few spots on the car, and it's quick. Like, I mean, these spots that I was showing you, it was just touching. Like, I just touched it basically, and it went through the base and the yellow primer. This yellow primer that you're seeing, it's kind of a good spot, is a aircraft primer that does not like to get painted over, supposedly. So we're gonna have to get it down to bare metal so the paint sticks, the epoxy paint. I have the, let's see here, I will show you what the paint's gonna look like. So that's the trunk, just in a black epoxy. The trunk and the doors are done. So it's just a standard black epoxy primer, so just so it'll look good with the artwork that I'm putting on the side of it. And it won't be too distracting. I don't want a crazy shiny paint job, you know, distracting from the cool artwork I put on it and things like that. So not me, I can't do that, but we get somebody, you know. So yeah, I'll get back with you with the progress we're making. All right, just a little update. This has been about, I don't even know, I should look at the time, maybe 30 minutes. I've got all this stripped. Found some stuff. There's a few little dings, you know, we're covered up with some Bondo, whatever. You know, it's gonna happen. It's a however old car this is, 56, 70 years old, 80 years old. So I got some patch here popped up and some little dings. Looks like a pick hammer, like for him trying to straighten out the body on it, but nothing some Bondo can't fill, you know. So I'm gonna continue on with what we're doing. I might get a little shot of me actually sanding, put some music over it. I'll put some music over it because it's pretty loud. Maybe, I don't know. I have a dent from my mask, but yeah, it's pretty loud. So I'll put some music or something over it. Obviously something that won't get me copyright strike. All right. What's up, everybody? Disregard the weird line in my beard is from the mask. Either ways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up on the sanding today. I've done about 2 hours. I've only included like 4 minutes, something like that, because it's boring. You know, it's just watching me sand. It's kind of a boring thing I'm doing right now, but I'm gonna stop on the sanding. My hands are starting to tingle, hurting. So I'll probably pick it up again next week. I won't record any of that. I'll try to find some other stuff to do that I can actually get done other than recording sanding again for a whole nother episode. But yeah, so I'll show you kind of where we got it. Put her out in the sunlight. Yeah, we got up to about there. There's quite a bit more of some kind of surface Bondo up there. I think that's spent a lot of time in this area here. It's where there's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bit of rust, kind of pits, but nothing crazy, nothing goes through. So I'm gonna call it there. I think that cowl's been done, maybe. I don't know, I can't really tell. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it there for today for this episode. This episode of the saga of my shop. Like I said, I'm hoping that here soon I can get some more cooler stuff going on, putting together a motor or something like that. Just got to get it sent off and get it line hung still. Just been kind of waiting on some things coming in. But yeah, so I can kind of show you how I organized a little bit. I don't know if I even showed you that side of the shop before I organized it, but it was pretty bad. Like this side on the opposite of me. But we got it organized now, so this corner's kind of but it's kind of been that way forever. That's the small block that came out of the car. So I'm gonna keep that. I was gonna sell it, but man, it's good to have a small block sitting around. But yeah, I got all the parts now all scooted up against this so they're not in the way. And I have a functioning toolbox top again that has room to do stuff on instead of it just piled with tools that I haven't put away yet. I'm probably gonna end up getting another toolbox, something a little bit bigger. But yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the night cleaning. But thanks for watching this episode. Hope to see you next week.